Right. It's always good to have people clapping before you get started. So I much prefer it to people booing before I get started. So. Well, my name's Daniel Neihoff. I'm here from Paducah, Kentucky, and I appreciate you guys having me. I'm just going to jump right in here and do this first song for you. This is a song called Appalachian Cries. Sold my soul to the company store before I found out what I was working for. 'Cause what they paid me wasn't worth a dime. Just staying alive feels like hard times. Guess they thought it wouldn't do much harm if a few mountain folks lost their farm. So they packed up and left us high and dry. Even the mountain had tears in its eyes. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got their name. The haze has been hanging around here for an age. So when you see that misty top, you'll know why. 'Cause what you'll see is the Appalachians cry. They turned our mountain into mud, tears and sweat and miners' blood. Work that mountain till it died. Poisoned our land with all their lies. When they found a cheaper way, they blew that mountain top away. Smoke rose up from the place, and to this day that smoke still lasts. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got their name. That haze that's been hanging around here for an age. So when you see that misty top, you'll know why. What you're seeing is the Appalachians cry. Our union finally made a plan. Beat that company gun in hand. Make those bastards understand. Smoke from that day stain our land. And that's how the Smoky Mountains got their name. That haze has been hanging around here for an age. So when you see that misty top, you'll know why. It's what you're seeing is the Appalachians cry. Right. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. So I've been writing songs and singing for a long time, and people ask me what I do and why I do it, and I just say I like lying to people. You know, that's love making up stories. And so these first couple songs I'm gonna do for you are a couple stories I made up. And so the first one there, like I said, was called Appalachian Cry. And I lived in Nashville for a while and wrote a lot of songs about a lot of different things, and a lot of them I really liked. And then there were some that I absolutely hated. After one such song, I think there was a lot of ooh babies in there. I don't know. It's one of those songs that I've blocked it out of my memory for good reason, I'm sure. I was in the car and I was like, man, like I haven't written a song by myself since I moved to Nashville. At that point, I'd been there for, about 3 or 4 months. And I thought, I'm forgetting who I am. I'm forgetting what my voice is and what I want to say. And I'd always wanted to write a song about the Civil War. And I was sitting in the car and on the way home and in traffic, which in Nashville could have been an hour or 4 hours, I'm not sure. But I was sitting there and just listening to the radio, and they were reading off these letters. And I loved hearing these letters because you got to hear just a snippet of what somebody really believed inside these letters. You got a snippet of who they were. And I thought, that's how I want to do it. And so it's called Civil War Letters. Well, he penned a letter back in 1862, when battle lines cut through the north and south. It said, dear mother, I'm dreaming of the day that I get to make my way back to that house. You know I miss you, and I miss Father too, but there's somebody else I can't leave out. So if you talk to brother, tell him that I love him, although I think he chose the wrong side. But I won't hold that against him. I hope God is with him, and I pray we both make it home alive. And miles away, there was another soldier like him, but in a different color uniform. By a lantern light, he wrote his own letter on a tiny piece of paper, slightly torn. It said, dear Father, Do you recall the time that I didn't have to fight in this damned war? And if you talk to brother, tell him that I love him, although I think he chose the wrong side. But I won't hold that against him. I hope God is with him, and I pray we both make it home alive. And it don't matter who they're fighting for, they're just praying that they both survive this war. If they make it home, there won't be battle lines. Agree to each other, arms open wide. And that's why they write. If you talk to brother, tell him that I love him, although I think he chose the wrong side. But I won't hold that against him. I hope God is with him, and I pray we both make it home alive. They're both praying that they make it home alive. Thank you very much, y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me tell some stories, too. Do y'all like stories? Good, all right. I was going to tell them anyway. It's always better if people actually enjoy it. So, but I love songs like that, and I love songs that tell stories, and I love telling stories about songs. And one of my favorites is whenever you get a song that afterwards you got questions, you know. And so that was one of my favorite moments after writing that song and playing that song was someone saying, well, which side were they fighting for, though? Which one was fighting for which side? And I said, it doesn't matter, you know, that's the point of the song, but you want to know more. It's like one of those stories that pulls you in. And I always think of Jolene whenever I think of stories like that, because you get to the end of Jolene, and I always have the same question, you know, did Jolene steal Dolly's man, or is Jolene buried in Dolly's basement? Because I got a feeling it's probably the second one, you know. But just thinking about some of those stories that leave you hanging, some of those stories we all sing along to, I got together with a buddy of mine, and we wrote this song right here. It's called More to the Song. I want to meet Jolene, look in those emerald eyes, ask if she let dear Dolly be, or if she stole that guy. And I want to meet that gambler that taught Kenny how to lie, ask him what he's running from and why. Those stories made us all sing along, but there's more to the song. Everybody's heard them on the radio. It always made me wonder if there's more to know, 'cause those stories can't be over, they're just waiting to be told. Is it up to me to see where they go? I wanna meet that fiddle player Johnny, who beat the devil at his game. Find out if he lived in infamy or if he lived in fame. Beat that desperado and see if he made a home, or is he still out riding fences, doomed to be alone? 'Cause those stories made us all sing along, but there's more to the song. Everybody's heard them on the radio. It always made me wonder if there's more to know, 'cause those stories can't be over, they're just waiting to be told. Is it up to me to see where they go? Oh, it feels like those words are set in stone, but I can't leave those stories alone. Feels like I'm digging for bones to find more to the songs, the ones everybody's heard on the radio. Always made me wonder if there's more to know, 'cause those stories can't be over, just waiting to be told. Is it up to me? Oh, I think it's up to me. I'll take it up on me. To tell where they go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Man, it's so nice playing my own music for people who really listen, and so I appreciate you guys coming and seeing me tonight and listening to these stories. And you know, it's always what I've wanted to do from the time that I was a little boy. My dad played guitar and made up songs every single day when he came home, and he was a house painter, and he was good at collecting stories. He was good at collecting songs, and I love being able to take something that he never really got a chance to run with, because I'm one of 6 kids, and being able to do that, and you know, hopefully make my daddy's name synonymous with good songwriting. And so hopefully it's good. You guys can tell me later if it's so. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. So because of that, I write a lot of songs that really dive into the father-son relationship, and this is one of those songs, because my dad, he didn't just collect songs and stories; he collected what I call junk. But you know, if I ask him about it, he's got a story for every single thing that he's got, and so I wrote this song with a young lady named Joy Beth Taylor, and it's called "I See Memories." So. I never understood why my father crammed so much stuff in that house. It got to be so full, it was hard to even move around. But my question was answered when I said, "Dad, let's get rid of this junk." He said, "Son, you don't realize what you're giving up, 'cause you see a baseball glove, but I see a father's love. You see a rocking chair, but I see your granddad sitting there. You see a great toolbox that weighs a ton, but I see my favorite moments working with you, son. You may see some things that I don't need, but I see memories. Every item had a story. As he walked me through our past, I realized what my father really had was a time machine in disguise. So I went on a journey back in time with my old man, and when I picked up that gold ring, he said, "You're holding history in your hands. 'Cause you see a wedding band, but I see 'em bright on the beach in the sand. You see a white lace dress, but I see her looking her best. You see a beat up old guitar, but I see the tool I used to win your mama's heart. Now you may see some things that I don't need, but I see memories. Then he put a leather book in my hands, said it's the most important thing you'll ever read. Every time I thought that I was holding it, it was holding me. 'Cause you see words on a page, but I see my saving grace. You see a golden cross, but I see my God when I was lost. You see a Bible about to come apart, but I see the light when things got dark. Right now you may see something that you don't need, but someday you'll look back and sound like me, saying I see memories. Thank y'all so much. All right. My brother used to tell me I play in the key of ADD, and so if you see me noodling, just know that's just because of my nervous energy. I just got to find a way out somehow, and so this next one here is one of my wife's favorites, which makes me nervous because it's one of the only breakup songs I've written, and not sure what she's trying to tell me, but nonetheless, she really likes it, and so I wrote the song, and we demoed it up and pitched it to Luke Combs, and he was too much in love at the time, and so he didn't take it, and that's why I got to write my name on my guitar for people to know it. But it's called Always Gonna Wonder, and y'all can tell me if you think Luke Combs should take it now, just send it to him. We'll just inundate him, until he finally breaks, so. Was it 'cause I couldn't change? Was it all those little things, like not showing up on time? Did you think I didn't care just 'cause I wasn't there? 'Cause baby, that's a lie. I wish I could take back all the pain I caused, 'cause I don't understand where I went wrong. I'm always gonna wonder if I could have made you stay. I'm gonna wonder why you walked away. I'm gonna wonder where we'd be now. Could we have worked it out? But now it's over. I'm always gonna wonder, did you not get the flowers or see all the hours I worked to provide? You may not have noticed my love, but I showed it swear to God I tried. I wish I could take back all the pain I caused, but I don't understand where I went wrong. So I'm always gonna wonder if I could have made you say. I'm gonna wonder why you walked away. I'm gonna wonder where we'd be now if we have worked it out, 'cause now it's over. And I'm always gonna wonder. I'm always gonna wonder. I'm always gonna wonder where we'd be now could we have worked it out, 'cause now it's over. I'm always gonna wonder if I could have made you stay. I'm gonna wonder why you walked away. I'm gonna wonder where we'd be now could we have worked it out, 'cause now it's over. I'm always gonna wonder. Thank you. All right. Whew. There's a reason I got to get a drink of water before that one. That's why I wear the tight pants. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So y'all tag me, tag Luke. Just be like, what are you doing, man? Come on. This guy needs a new car. So my wife has a lot of favorites of mine, and she has some of her least favorites too. I might play some of those later, but she likes this one too. And you know, maybe if the character in this song would have listened to this song that I'm about to play, maybe he wouldn't be in the trouble that he's in. And so, because this is it's called The Right Thing, and you know, I'm a firm believer that if you take politics and religion and everything out of the decisions, you know, like, and you just say, you know, one thing is right and you know one thing is wrong, that's a good enough reason to do what's right, I think, you know. And I feel like sometimes the world would be a better place if we just did the right thing. Thank you very much. So I was inspired to write this song in traffic because I wanted to murder somebody, and I was like, no, that's wrong. And so I did the right thing. So if you want to share this with somebody, send it to Tim McGraw. You know, I'm gonna give you a different person for every song. That way we can just make me a lot of money so that I can come back here and play again. So, and if you find a wallet, bring it back with everything inside. If your buddies had too many, say slide over, I'll drive. And if a family's short on groceries, help them pay the tab. Someone stranded on the highway, help them get some gas. Go the extra mile, spend the extra time. Don't let the chance to love somebody ever pass you by. It ain't always easy, but love them anyway. Even if it don't come back to you, do the right thing, it's the right thing to do. If you see an old man standing, offer him your seat. And if your brother does you wrong, turn the other cheek. And if your heart's already taken, don't act like it's not. know someone's waiting for you, so give them all you got. Go the extra mile, spend the extra time. Don't let the chance to love somebody ever pass you by. It ain't always easy, but love them anyway, even if it don't come back to you. Do the right thing, it's the right thing to do. The choices we make could change your life, and they might change you. So go the extra mile, spend the extra time. Don't let the chance to love somebody ever pass you by. It ain't always easy, but love them anyway, even if it don't come back to you. And even if nobody's watching you. Not because somebody told you to. Just do the right thing, 'cause it's the right thing to do. All right. So here's a song about doing the wrong thing. I don't know about y'all, but I love hanging out with friends, and one of my favorite things to do is sit with friends around a fire, or whatever it may be, and have a few drinks, and then after a few drinks, for some reason I try to stand up and my legs stop working, and so that was the inspiration behind this song. It's called "Didn't Know I Was Drunk." So. She told me she was gonna leave if I didn't stop giving him lip. Left and right collided that night, beer and politics don't mix. I was having fun, told him he was dumb, I couldn't stop running my mouth. And he told me get on my feet, and that's when it all went south. I didn't know I was drunk until I stood up, didn't know he was mad until I got punched, didn't know she was gone until I couldn't find my truck. Oh, 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 I didn't know I was drunk. Started walking home 'cause my ride was gone, but I didn't get very far. When the car pulled up and a great big cop said, "Boy, were you at that bar?" I told him, "Yes, sir, I'm a mess, sir, and all my words are slurred. I know it's late and I can't walk straight, but it's all because of her." Didn't know I was drunk until I stood up, didn't know he was mad until I got punched, didn't know she was gone until I couldn't find my truck. Oh, 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 didn't know I was drunk. Well, I wouldn't be walking if I could have stopped talking. Now my pride is all that I got left. She took my truck, and after I throw up, I'd like to report a theft. I didn't know I was drunk until I stood up, didn't know he was mad until I got punched, didn't know she was gone until I couldn't find my truck. Oh, 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 oh. I didn't know I was drunk. That's right. I like to break up the sadness with bad vices, so I appreciate it. My dad told me that was his favorite song of mine. I was like, really? Like, man, it's like I've written songs that I'm talking about me and you, like hanging out and stuff, but thanks, Dad. All right. Love you too. So speaking of those songs about me and my dad hanging out, this song called "The Same Road," and this is another one of my wife's favorites. So all the songs that I've played except for one is they're all on these CDs out there, and a lot of people have to explain what CDs are at this point. But y'all hopefully know you can. If you have a CD player or can find like a Radio Shack that's still open, then you can take those discs and you can put it inside there, and there's, a play button that's like an actual button. It's not a touch screen. I know it's going to be confusing for some folks, but you can play music that way. So it's weird when you don't have to explain what vinyl records are, but you got to explain what CDs are. So anyway, what a world. That has nothing to do with this song. This is called "The Same Road." So. Come on, son, let's go to town. I'll show you my old stomping grounds. It only takes a 10-mile drive to go 20 years back in time. There was a soda fountain at the old drugstore before Doc had to close the doors. It's where my high school used to be, but now it's just a memory. Yeah, I know that you can't see it, but when I sit here I still feel it. Well, street names are etched into my bones. That sewer cap was home plate, old Miss Johnson's driveway, third base, back before they tore down all the homes. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't know that it's the same road. The only thing still here's the park. We'd lie in the grass and watch the stars. But now the street lights burn too bright, and the buildings block the sky. Yeah, I know that you can't see it, but when I sit here I still feel it. Well, street names are etched into my bones. That sewer cap was home plate, old Miss Johnson's driveway, third base, back before they tore down all the homes. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't know that it's the same road. Oh, the scenery's changed, but that road is still the same. Yeah, I know that you can't see it, but when I sit here I still feel it. Well, street names are etched into my bones. That sewer cap was home plate, old Miss Johnson's driveway, third base, back before they tore down all the homes. If you didn't live it, you wouldn't know that it's the same road. But it's the same road. Well, I'm having a great time, and I appreciate you guys having me so much. I'm going to do one more song, and then we're going to take a really short intermission here, I think. And If you guys want to buy some CDs or, get some stickers or T-shirts or hoodies, my back is really bad and that's real heavy. I'm just trying to get rid of as much as I can. So I wish I was joking. But I'm going to do one more song for you. This is another one that's on those CDs out there. I try to play between real soft and real loud, so hopefully I haven't been too loud for some of you guys. But this one gets a little loud. So it's called Songs for Ghost. And, it's kind of funny. I wrote this song whenever I was living in Nashville. I was inside this hotel lobby. And for some reason, they do a lot of songwriters rounds in hotels. It's probably because most of us are homeless. But we were sitting there, and it was Halloween. And I was like, man, I need a song about ghosts. And so I sat in the lobby. I was about to go up and play. And I wrote this song, and I started writing it, and I was like, this might be more than just a silly ghost song. And so y'all can tell me what you think of it, and that's on one of those CDs out there too. So. I write songs for Hank and Johnny. It's too bad I'll never hear 'em sing. But I'd rather write a song for someone dead and gone than write something I don't believe. So I'm writing songs for ghosts I'll never hear on the radio, just 'cause I was born in the wrong time. I'll keep writing what I feel, 'cause every ear that hears can't deny the truth written in the lines. And the songs that mean the most are the ones I wrote for ghosts. I still love writing songs about pain, about love, loss, and passing trains. But I don't know what for. No one wants that anymore. I guess I'm too stubborn to change. So I'm writing songs for ghosts I'll never hear on the radio, just 'cause I was born in the wrong time. Keep writing what I feel, 'cause every ear that hears can't deny the truth written in the lines. And the songs that mean the most are the ones I wrote for ghosts. But when I cross over to the other side, do you think there's a chance I might get to hear one of the greats sing a song of mine? 'Cause I'm writing songs from ghosts I'll never hear on the radio, just the songs that mean the most, the ones that I hold close, are the ones I wrote from Ghost. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And I'll be right out there. I'm looking forward to meeting all you guys. Thank you.
Una busca llena de esperanzas el camino que los sueños prometieron a sus ansias. Sabe que la lucha es cruel y es mucha, pero lucha y se desangra por la fe que la empecina. Una va arrastrándose entre esquinas y en su afán de dar amor lucha y se destroza hasta entender que una se ha quedado sin corazón. Precio del castigo que una entrega por un beso que no llega o a un amor que la engañó. Vacía ya de amar y de llorar tanta traición. Si yo tuviera el corazón que di, si yo pudiera como ayer amar sin presentir, es posible que a tus ojos que me gritan tu cariño los cerrara con 1000 besos y pensar que eran como esos otros ojos los perversos que me dieron mi vivir. Si yo tuviera el corazón, el mismo que perdí, si olvidara la que ayer lo destrozó y pudiera amarte, me abrazaría la ilusión para llorar tu amor. Pero Dios te puso en mi destino sin pensar que ya es muy tarde, no sabré cómo quererte. Déjame que llore como aquel que sufre en vida la tortura de llorar su propia muerte. Buena como eres, salvarías tu esperanza con mi amor. Una está tan sola en su dolor, una está tan ciega en su pena, pero un frío cruel que es peor que el odio, tumba horrenda de las almas, tumba horrenda de mi amor, maldijo para siempre y me robó toda ilusión. No olvides, hermano, vos sabes, no hay que jugar por una cabeza. Me tejón de un día de aquella coqueta y risueña mujer que al jurar sonriendo el amor que está mintiendo quema en una hoguera todo mi querer. Por una cabeza todas las locuras, su boca que ves. mostra a tua luz, mostra os teus olhos e mostra você. Olha demais pra mim, não quero te esquecer. Deixo guardado até escurecer. Tente amar por alma em outro lugar. Linda como eu imaginei, como um poema em um papel. Tudo que sempre acreditei, como as estrelas no céu. Com as estrelas, com as estrelas do céu. Como te amar por alma em outro lugar. Não precisa dizer o que os olhos dizem por você. É linda como eu imaginei, com um poema e um papel. Tudo que sempre acreditei, como as estrelas no céu das almas. O amor, como as estrelas no céu. Os sorrisos dos amores, como as estrelas no céu. Linda como eu imaginei, como um poema no céu. Tudo que sempre acreditei, como as estrelas das almas. O amor, como uma estrela no céu. Os sorrisos dos amores.
Right. Thank you very much. It's doing okay. So I think y'all bought enough to help me at least make it to the car, and so that's. We'll Thank you guys. It's always good to do an intermission and then get done and people still be there. You know, that's I don't want to have to deal with those abandonment issues because I can't afford therapy, and so that's right. That's my therapy, is just writing songs about it all. And so, well, thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And I've got a few more songs for you and a few more stories for you too. So this first one here, I wrote this song about public television. So we got any public television fans in here? Good deal. All right. Yeah, I was poor too. So you're not alone. So I loved Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. I grew up with some good stuff, and they were some of my absolute favorites. I like to tell people that Bob Ross taught me to see the beauty in the world everywhere around you. Mr. Rogers taught me that you should just love everybody, no matter who they are, no matter what they believe, no matter what they look like. And then Austin City Limits, that was the thing that I was like, man, like that's what I want to do. I want to get up on stage and scream at people. But one of my favorite parts of every single thing that they did on PBS was at the end of every episode, no matter what it was, it would always say, made possible by viewers like you. And there was just something comforting about that, of knowing, you know, there's being a poor kid from Kentucky, you know, in Western Kentucky, not around a whole lot. It was just nice to know that there were other people out there like me, and so that was you guys. So here's Viewers Like Me. Well, I grew up on public television. Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, my addiction. Too poor to afford habits, so when I'd need a fix, I'd twist those bunny ears until the picture came in crisp. And it was good night, Austin City Limits, 1,000 miles from nowhere, Kentucky. Those telethons, I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. When I felt alone, they knew just what I'd need, and they'd remind me there were viewers like me. And I learned my imagination is a place I hide away if I need to escape. I'd ride a big red dog and call him my best friend. Slide down the spectrum to the reading rainbow's end. And it was good night, Austin City Limits, 1,000 miles from nowhere, Kentucky. Those telethons, I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. When I felt alone, they knew just what I'd need, and they'd remind me there were viewers like me. And if I'm ever needing a reminder about life before my britches got so small, that antenna in the box of misfit wires convinces me to cut the cable off. And it's good night, Austin City Limits, no matter where this crazy life may lead. Those telethons, I wish I could have given half of what came through that TV screen. When I felt alone, they knew just what I'd need, and every time I get lost, they can find me. They remind me They're viewers like me. Oh, they remind me they're viewers like me. Thank you very much. All right. Saved all the bad ones for the second half so you guys would stick around. I'm just kidding. A lot of these songs that I'm playing in this second half here, they're not on my CDs, and so if you want to find those, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, and all that, and you'll find a few of these songs. And if you really want to hear them on CDs, then you can buy more stuff after I'm done here, and that'll help afford those new CDs that have these songs. So. But like I said, I'm from Western Kentucky, and Western Kentucky kind of made its way through the news cycle last year. Some of y'all may have seen Mayfield, Kentucky, where the tornadoes came through, and they really did a lot of damage. And the low-hanging fruit for most songwriters is write whatever is the saddest possible thing you can write. And I was tempted. I was like, I'm going to write something about this, but I stopped myself and I said, I want to find hope, because that's something that we need more of, and that's exactly what we need whenever those types of situations hit. And I went looking for hope in the midst of that and was listening to the news, and one of the people covering the story said they wouldn't know how many houses were lost until they could count the foundations left behind. And it's a heavy statement, and there's a lot of despair in that, but there's a lot of hope in that too, because even though that storm took so much, it couldn't take those foundations. It couldn't take those things that were rooted in the ground, those things that we could build on, and we could come back and we could do it all over again and fight to live another day. And so this song is called Foundations, and it was my attempt to find the hope in the midst of it. In the war against the wind, there are no winners, only some who had more luck than the rest. But when the storm rips through the city, it's easy to believe there's nothing left. But underneath all the wreckage, there's hope there to be found. 'Cause after all the dust clears, you'll find a strength that even nature can't tear down. Yeah, those foundations left behind give us hope of what's to come. 'Cause even though the loss is great, there's something to build on. No, we ain't starting back at zero. If we keep digging, then we'll find those foundations left behind. And although times get tough and I get weary, may lose track of where I've been, I hear my grandma in my memory. She reminds me who I am. Yeah, those foundations left behind give us hope of what's to come. 'Cause even though the loss is great, there's something to build on. No, we ain't starting back at zero. If we keep digging, then we'll find those foundations left behind. We build on generations past, 'cause stones and timbers never last. We stand on family, friends, and faith, 'cause love can't blow away. Those foundations left behind give us hope of what's to come. 'Cause even though the loss is great, there's something to build on. And we ain't starting back at zero. If we keep digging, then we'll find those foundations left behind. Those foundations left behind. Thank you very much, y'all. So here's another one of my wife's favorites, which just so happens to be another breakup song. But she actually has a good reason to like this song. I wrote this song about a friend of hers because she was in this on-again, off-again relationship with this guy. And, you know, like, I really, like I said, Mr. Rogers taught me to love everybody. But some people have no redeeming qualities. I gotta say, like, I really tried. I looked so hard, and I just could not find any redeeming qualities in this guy. And so I finally sat down, and it was probably after one of those they broke up or they got back together things that my wife told me, and I wrote this song and hoped that maybe, you know, this might be one of those songs that she could hold on to and have the strength to finally say, "You're not worth my time." And so it's called One More Time. So. One more chance, I wonder how many times she said that. Lets him go just to pick him up again. It always ends the same. She says he's changed, but he's still doing the same old things. He's just better at playing games, 'cause last time he got caught. She thinks that he's different, but he's not. Maybe if he breaks her heart one more time, she might wake up and realize he's not worth the hurt he's caused. It only ever ends in loss. She'd be better off with any other guy. Maybe if he breaks her heart one more time. Crying on the floor, she's been here too many times before, shedding tears that she can't afford for someone who don't care. She says she's done, but it feels just like the same rerun. 'Cause in a week she'll say it's just for fun when she lets him in her bed. She'll take back everything she said. Maybe if he breaks her heart one more time, she might wake up and realize he's not worth the hurt he's caused. It only ever ends in loss. She'd be better off with any other guy. Oh, maybe if he breaks her heart one more time. One more time, oh. Maybe if he breaks her heart one more time, she might wake up and realize that he's not worth the hurt he's caused. It only ever ends in loss. She'd be better off with any other guy. Oh, maybe if he breaks her heart one more time, maybe it'll only take one more time. I hope to God it doesn't take one more time. So far, I mean, that's keeping my fingers crossed. I don't know. So If it didn't work, then I'm gonna be singing it a lot after they get back together. So I hope they come together to see me play. But that's so mean. That's like the meanest thing I think I've ever said. I feel bad about saying it. I'm like, sorry, I'm not that person, y'all. Anyway, so this next song here is a song called Stains. And personally, I know it may sound crazy, but I think stains get a bad rep, you know? And I hear you. You're like, what the hell? Like, no, but hear me out. So if you've lived your entire life and you've never had a stain in your entire life, it means you've never had really good barbecue, you know? It means you've never worked so hard that you worked up a sweat. It means you never drank a little too much, maybe, and spilled a little bit on yourself, you know. And some of those things aren't good things, but they're all experiences that form us. They're all experiences that make us who we are. And so I think a life filled with stains is a life well lived. I want to turn this body in just barely hanging on. And so this is my assessment of stains. You can find them on a t-shirt, you can find them on a soul, from a drop of barbecue or the girl who let you go. There's one hidden under the carpet by the stairs. Everybody just walks past it, but I still know it's there. Each one has a story, some you love to tell, some you'd rather keep to yourself. A few may fade, but others will never wash away. Stains. Some you have to earn with hard work and sweat, and some come way too easy from choices you regret. I find them on the ceiling when I'm laying in my bed, and when I close my eyes, I find them in my head. Each one has a story, some you love to tell, and some you'd rather keep to yourself. A few may fade, but others will never wash away. Stains, yeah. Oh, stains, yeah. Well, every life is a blank canvas. We paint with our mistakes, and stroke by stroke a masterpiece is made. Each one has a story, some you love to tell, and some you'd rather keep to yourself. A few may fade, but others will never wash away. Stains. Thank you very much, y'all. So there's one more song that I haven't done that it's on those CDs out there, and I'm not gonna do it. You gotta buy the CDs. So now there is one more song called 14 Going on 40, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, even though I'm not gonna play it. Because I want everybody to go home happy. But it's a song about a son who has to grow up real quick, and that's all I'll say about it. You guys can find it online or can go listen to it. But I feel bad leaving it out. So, but I want to do something happy for you instead, though. This is a song called Roger Miller, and we got any Roger Miller fans in here? Good. All right. Yeah, so I do a lot of bars and breweries in college towns, and I mention Roger Miller, and people look at me like, "Who the hell is Roger Miller?" And so I grew up listening to Roger Miller, and the biggest reason that I listened to him was because the Disney Robin Hood, and so I annoyed so many people with whistling that song for like 15 years, and it still happens. Like I find myself just randomly. And people are like, "No, not again. I thought it was dead." Uh, but I love "Dang Me." I love, "Don't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd." He wrote all these fun songs. And I just think, if Roger Miller went into a record label today and he said, "Hey, I got this great idea for a song. It's called Do Wacka Do." I just wonder what they'd say, or as they're dragging him out, he's like, "No, I got another one. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug." They're like, "You ain't even got no words to your songs," and then he throws in "Don't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd," and they just completely lost it, I'm sure, but, so I wrote the song with a couple of buddies of mine in honor of Roger Miller because he's one of my absolute favorites. It's called "No Room for Roger Miller," so. Well, these suits on Music Row would probably dang 'em. Today's corporate radio sure wouldn't play him, but his platinum vinyl records are still hanging. There's still folks like me that are gonna sing them, singing oodle-lolly, all the live long day. Chug-a-lug, cut a rug, but don't ever chug away. Do-wacka-do, do-wacka-did, but it ain't do-wacka-done. Drop a needle on it, it's still just as fun. If you ask me, I say it's killer diller, but they say there's no room for Roger Miller. Snap beats, repeats, sound just like the last one, like country music's trying to pull a fast one. If Roger was around, we'd look right past him. We'd sing those old songs that will outlast him, singing oodle-lolly, all the live long day. Chug-a-lug, cut a rug, but don't ever chug away. Do-wacka-do, do-wacka-did, but it ain't do-wacka-done. Drop a needle on it, it's still just as fun. If you ask me, I say it's killer diller, but they say there's no room for Roger Miller. So we got to this part right here. We were just at a loss for words. We were like, "Man, we got to write a bridge for this song, but we just don't know what to say, And the more we thought about it, the more we thought, what would Roger do? Well, when Roger was at a loss for words, he just made up his own. So, deep, beep, beep, bop, sheet, la, ba, deep, beep, bop, deep, bop, 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 and a deep, 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 Skate up, deep, 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 bop, bop, bubble up, deep, la, ba, deep, la, ba, deep, la, ba, deep, la, ba, deep. They look at me real funny in them college towns when I do that. Singing hoodle-lolly, all live long day. Chug-a-lug, cut a rug, but don't ever chug away. Do-wacka-do, do-wacka-did, but it ain't do-wacka-done. Drop a needle on it, it's still just as fun. If you ask me, I say it's killer diller. They say there's no room for Roger Miller. Yeah, they say there's no room for Roger Miller. Well, I have had an excellent time with all of y'all. Thank you so much. And I've got one more song for you. So I had a moment where I was just like, I've got 450-something songs, and still writing new ones, and somehow I haven't figured out that, you just you should stop at some point. But no, I find it really easy to lie, and so I just continue writing songs. And I thought, I need to at least share these songs somehow. And so I started doing videos and just posting songs, and This one was one of the newest songs I've written. I wrote this song maybe a few months back, and I just figured I'd throw them all out there. And this is a song called "Thankful for It All," and I really appreciated it. I got a lot of encouragement on this one, and I thought, it sounds like that's something that the world needs. They just need to remember to be thankful. Thankful for the breath in your lungs. Thankful for waking up each day. Thankful for the good times. Thankful for the hard times. Just thankful for it all. And so I want to leave you guys with this one, and hopefully I'll leave you guys feeling good. So. I'm thankful for the rain when it finally breaks the drought, and I'm thankful for a break when it won't stop pouring down, and I'm thankful for the sun as it's reaching through the clouds. I'm thankful for the shade when I feel I'm losing ground, 'cause I've cursed the sky enough to know it's useless, but I'm starting to realize what the truth is. All things have a season: winter, summer, spring, and fall. And I'm learning to be thankful for it all. And I'm thankful for my wins, because I've often failed. And I'm thankful for the good times, 'cause I've seen my share of hell. I'm thankful for my pain, every single scar I felt, if it means that I might help somebody else. 'Cause I've cursed the sky enough to know it's useless, but I'm starting to realize what the truth is. All things have a season: winter, summer, spring, and fall. But I'm learning to be thankful for them all. And I've prayed so many times without an answer, and I've wondered if I did something wrong. But maybe God knows better than the asker, and He gave me what He did to make me strong. 'Cause I've cursed the sky enough to know it's useless, but I'm starting to realize what the truth is. All things have a season: winter, summer, spring, and fall. And I'm learning to be thankful for them all. I'm learning to be thankful for them all. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. I've had a great time with you, and I'm looking forward. Hopefully I'll get to come back and see you all again. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Let's see. I could do one more. We're not running over on time, so I could do one more song. It's getting close to bedtime, I just heard, so I'll make this one a lullaby. All right, well, one more song here. This is a song called "80-Year Plan," and so my long-term plan, believe it or not, as a musician, I do have a long-term plan. It's not very good, but I've got one, and so I don't have a 401k or anything like that. But what I want whenever I'm 80 years old and I'm talking to my kids and my grandkids, I want to have a bunch of stories. You know, that's what I want. I want to be able to tell them, you know, this is what your grandpa did. These are the places he went, and these are the lives that he was able to encounter and hopefully touch. Win, lose, or draw, like that's why I do this. And so, here's a song called "80-Year Plan." So. Well, I don't want to wake up one day thinking about mistakes I never made, about the fears I didn't face but wished I could. I want to live a life that breaks the mold, pile up stories as I go, about the times I didn't fold but thought I would. 'Cause I don't know what's coming next, but I like it like that. Living life out on the edge, oh, yeah, tomorrow may be out of my hands, but I still got an 80-year plan. I wanna take a drive from coast to coast, see how fast this old Mustang can go, invite a girl I'd like to know along for the ride. When this body's old and broken down, I wanna look back and be proud of the story I wrote out with my time. 'Cause I don't know what's coming next, but I like it like that. Living life out on the edge, oh, yeah, tomorrow may be out of my hands, but I still got an 80-year plan. Someday I'll tell my grandkids to go for broke and chase your dreams just like me. 'Cause I don't know what's coming next, I like it like that. Living life out on the edge, oh, yeah, tomorrow may be out of my hands, but I'll just do the best I can while I'm working on my 80-year plan. Thank you very much, y'all. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for having me.
O teu olhar longe dos olhos meus vai meu viver te esperar pra te dizer mulher amada, destino